La 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 la. La 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 la. Whoops. From the magic within our hearts to the adventure beyond the horizon, this is the only 8 Disney movies that we are going to be talking about today. Today, welcome to season 3. Do you remember that commercial, that promo? Like, from the magic within our heart. No? Okay. Anyway, hi, welcome to Most Extreme Ranking Challenge season 3. This is Tyler, your host, as always. And today, I am very excited to be here with you guys because we're going to have a magically filled episode. We're going to be talking about the 5 best and the 3 worst Disney animated movies of all time. That's going to be just from Disney Studios, so it's not going to be Pixar. I know Fox Studios and DreamWorks counts, but no, we're not doing it. We're doing just Disney. And joining me, as always, is the great Anna.
Hello, I'm here. I made it. I'm alive.
Lemar Harris.
What it is? My name is Lemar. I guess I have to be the chaotic one today.
It's true, because Matt's not here because Matt is stuck in Washington, D.C. Bad
place to be stuck.
Poor guy. But in its place, it's our friend that you've seen if you've seen Exquisite Ranking Challenge or us on stage at a convention, John Guerra, also known as Pikachu or John Guerra, whatever. Who are you, John? Tell us who you are.
Hi, everybody. I'm John Guerra, SoCal cosplay photographer, and somewhat funny fat guy.
Okay. No comment. And on that note, we have an amazing guest. I love our guest so much. If you went to WonderCon or if you saw a WonderCon episode, you definitely recognize her and her beautiful singing voice. We have Diana Toshiko.
Diana. Your very own Disney princess.
Absolutely. With Mickey ears too. Or yeah. So how was your day? And tell us about yourself.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I'm an actress. Representation matters. And so I am going to be pulling a lot of movies that represent.
Yes. Heck yeah. I'm doing the okay, I'm done. Okay. All right. And that is awesome. I'm so excited, you guys. Again, we're going to be ranking the top 5 in this episode. And I'm so excited to do this because I don't know if about you guys, but Disney made a little bit of an impact in my life, as I'm sure it did with all of you guys. And we're going to be starting with the 5th best. Our judges today are going to be at number 5. Our guest, our magical guest, Diana. I'm going to say the word magic like 1,000 times during these videos. At number 4, Lemar. Number 3, John. Number 2, myself. And number 1, our very own Princess Anna. Princess Anna. Anna Banana. Who hails from San Diego. the Kingdom of San Diego.
Kingdom of the burritos.
The Kingdom of the burritos. Oh, you know what? I can see that now. The Burrito Princess.
Yes.
Yeah. You know what? It'll be called All Wrapped Up.
There we go.
Get out.
Tyler, you're fired. Tyler?
Disney,
get out.
Disney, hire me. I need the monies. But anyways, at number 5, Diana's going to be our judge. And I've been talking this whole time. So, Disney's been around for a long time, since the 40s, I believe, or 30s. Was it 37 was Snow White? I can't remember. Lot of iconic franchises, a lot of great characters. There is one movie that I feel like is like the biggest love letter to the Disney company and also Walt Disney, whether you liked Walt Disney or not. I'm not really a big fan of Walt Disney. I just love this movie though. There is a movie that's called Meet the Robinsons that is about a little boy.
Disney?
Yeah. It's Disney.
Yeah.
This is the conversation we had San Diego Comic-Con that he doesn't remember.
Yeah.
It's on my list, Tyler.
Meet the Robinsons makes me cry every single time. It is one of those movies that is just magical. It's weird. It has Adam West in it. It's a bunch of it's a very ugly movie because the CGI was just so it definitely didn't have the budget, but the story itself is so good. And that ending when he's about to meet his mom, spoiler alert, I guess, for a movie that's 20 years old. When he's about to meet his mom and he stops himself, and it's like it's like the Shazam movie, but times 1,000 for me. Because I watched that movie way later on. The voice cast is awesome, but I also love the bowler hat guy. I love what they did with the villain. I love the fact that the villain just was never meant to be a villain. It also started with a T-ball game, which I think is hilarious too. I absolutely love Meet the Robinsons, and I think it's a great film. With a great ending, great message, and also, like the bowler hat guy is like one of my favorite like anti-heroes. Hey, Meet the Robinsons.
The Robinsons, Jeebus. I thought that was
Damn.
DreamWorks or Pixar or something like that. All right. Yeah, I'll go next because that was a bad pick. There's a movie out there that went so hard in the paint for the music, it has become meme worthy because the movie itself is good. Don't get me wrong, but it's the music that's just so dope. I'm giving up for Tarzan.
Oh, what?
Because Phil Collins put his whole foot into that movie. His entire foot into every song. Disney said, hey, we're making this Tarzan movie. White guy went to the jungle, didn't get sunburned, grew up with gorillas. Can you just make us a couple songs? And Phil Collins like, I'll make you a couple goddamn songs. And it's fantastic. Also, it was the first time I realized that Disney likes to kill people. Like that, the bad guy got fucking hung in like the most evil way possible. And I do remember as a child, like watching, I was like, that wasn't gentle. That wasn't gentle at all. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a Tarzan. Actually, like I legit liked Tarzan. I like Disney's Tarzan. If you look up actual anything about any of that shit, it gets really weird. Rosie O'Donnell played a character I didn't hate, which is always good to know.
She was a good Betty Rubble.
She was a good. You know what? That's the second one. I'll give you two. She was a good Betty Rubble, but I think Tarzan was actually very enjoyable. Like a lot of Disney movies are very much about like the music, but like Tarzan's music was like
The music was good.
On
That
a
movie
different
was, that
level.
movie was middling. How dare you say that Meet the Robinsons was a bad movie? It was so impactful.
Meet the Robinsons is not a bad movie. It's the sugar cookie of movies. It is there, and we will enjoy it because it's there. But it's not something I would pick over like chocolate chip or oatmeal raisin.
I feel like nobody saw it, and that's why. But that's
That's
exactly
there you
why.
go. It's the sugar cookie of Disney movies. Anyway, Tarzan, strong in the paint.
Mhm.
That's a good
Mhm.
pick. Dang it. I'm
Alrighty.
so mad about
Do you-
that.
I mean, do you want a quick Phil Collins fact about that?
Oh God.
Is it
So
bad?
the reason he went so it was, but he's better now, obviously. The reason he went so hard in it was because he thought he was losing his hearing. That's why he
Oh.
went so hard in
Yep.
Tarzan, because he thought it was going to be his last project ever. So he was like, "Fuck it, let's go, all of it."
So that was his,
And he made a killer
that was like
soundtrack.
his Beethoven. That was like his Beethoven 9.
Pretty much.
No.
Yeah,
All right.
Man, I've had that soundtrack
Interesting.
in my head all day because I've been thinking about Disney movies. I'm like, what?
I've never really like. I watched that movie once, and I never wanted to watch it again. And then Kingdom Hearts happened, and I was like, "Cool, that was definitely enough Tarzan for my world, for my life."
Yeah, well, Tyler, as 3 seasons have let us know, your opinions are invalid. Anyway,
It's true.
Uh,
It's true.
This is one of the last traditionally animated fairy tales that we got from Disney, and I really fell in love with it from the like the very beginning, the first song, and I think it's one of the best, and it doesn't get a lot of love. It didn't make a lot of money in the box office, but I think it made a lot of it has a lot of fans. But it's called the Princess and the Frog.
Yes. Oh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Okay.
a good one.
Mm.
Okay, it has a very strong female character. She wants to open her own restaurant, and then this whole thing starts, and the story goes into this whole different thing. But in the end, I think I was more happy that she got her wish of getting the restaurant versus just getting the prince and all that. It was more about like her journey, and then like the story with her father and all that. I don't know. It just kind of really pulled at my heartstrings, and I just instantly fell in love with it. And it makes me sad that it was one of the last ones that were animated like this, And after this, we got into the whole CGI and different animations and all that. But I think that this is one of the last good films that was made, the fairy tale princess films made by Disney. So
You and I have to have a whole conversation on that because I have a whole conspiracy theory that has been confirmed by people at Disney, and I'm like, okay.
Oh, okay.
But,
Yes, that's
but
fine.
I'm so happy because she is the best princess, hands
yeah.
down. But also for me, I know this sounds mean, but Princess and the Frog is my third favorite entire soundtrack of all Disney movies,
Such
which
a
is
good
Really?
high up there. Yes.
They had 2 songs worth of damn.
Yeah.
What? Excuse me?
They had 2 songs worth of
Dig a
damn.
little deeper. Almost there. Friends on the Other Side, and I even
There you go.
And
There
I
you
know,
go.
That was
and
it. Friends on the Other Side was
no,
the
and
only song I know from
no,
Princess Diaries.
I love
Princess and the
When I'm Human. I love When I'm Human. When I'm human, that's what I'm gonna be. That's what are you talking about?
Like I like the
See-
first bar, and that was it.
I feel
Hmm.
like it needs to be.
I-
it needs more love. It needs more love.
Oh,
yeah.
Princess
Even
and the
the
Frog is a
beginning.
good movie. This is a good pick for number 5. Just
Soundtrack.
saying. This is a good number 5 pick. Most of these, except for Meet the Robinsons, good number 5 pick.
How dare
no,
you?
I disagree.
Meet the Robinsons has become such a cult classic, especially lately, because they
Has
didn't market it. Disney did not
No, they
market that
didn't. I
movie.
remember
They didn't
them.
Frozen
I-
either, but here we are.
What are you talking? Whoa!
Oh my
okay.
god! What,
Oh no, that's a
I-
whole different discussion, Tyler.
Okay.
Frozen was a hidden gem. They did not
No,
expect this.
I worked at Disneyland before.
I don't give a
Frozen
damn
was
what
out.
you did.
I will tell you.
This is so chaotic. Anyway,
Because it's
I hate it.
Disney. We all care so much. And I can't.
Mm,
Well, within reason.
within reason. I'm not a Disney adult.
I'm not
I'm a-
either.
I'm a-
Oh yeah, I don't like going to the parks, but
Um,
that's just me. That's just me.
I love this movie. It's a hidden gem for me in the sense of I didn't know it existed until I was like, maybe 18 or 19, even though I was already watching Disney at this point. But love the soundtrack, love the message it gave, even though they kind of twisted a little bit. Gave me hope and still gives me hope as an adult now. Hercules.
Oh
Loved it.
yeah, Hercules.
Hercules.
That's
It
okay.
was gonna be my 4th, but then I had to switch it around. But Hercules is definitely like top 5. It's inspiring. You got Hercules, who basically went from this scrawny little demigod to this almost full.
He
fledged
often dreamed of a
God.
far off place.
Tyler, I'm gonna smack you.
Zero.
Listen, the I'm blanking on their names, but the
Fate? No.
no, not the Fate. The Muses.
There you
Yeah.
go. Jesus.
Oh, the
Oh.
muses. Oh, yeah.
Muses.
gosh,
Love
they-
them.
Instantly.
They
They
brought
help.
the house down.
I love it. You can like Hercules. You mean Huncules, girl? I fell in love with that movie. I loved it.
I felt that in my soul right there, John. Thank you.
It
Girl.
hit it. Girl.
Everybody always says Hades is the best
Hercules.
character. It
Oh,
has
Hades-
always been easily the muses. No, the muses are way better.
Muses is there. Hades is like.
He's
Oh yeah.
Who was it? God, who played Hades?
James Wood
Woods.
too. James Wood who we do
Jesus,
not
James
really
Wood.
want to talk about.
In that moment,
But yeah.
for Hercules, Hades was like, yes.
Wasn't
Loved
it that and Danny? That wasn't Danny DeVito, was it?
Yeah, Danny
Yeah,
DeVito
it
was.
was
yeah.
Danny DeVito was.
Yeah.
It had a star. It had crazy
That
stars
was a
for
pretty
for
good
a cast.
cast.
Yeah,
I
it was
don't know who the voice actor was for Hercules, but they killed it.
oh,
generic-
it was.
it's
generic
oh my
white
god,
guy.
it's what's his
I'm gonna
I
have to
name?
Google it.
I
It's
know,
not
I'm trying-
Jonathan Taylor Thomas. He did another
No,
movie.
no.
No,
it
Tate
was-
Donovan.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
so good at it.
You don't know
I think-
Tate Donovan from? I'm just kidding. But Bobcat Goldthwait was either Payne or Payne. He was
Yeah,
Payne.
yeah,
I didn't know
it's
he was
Payne.
Payne.
Bob
Like-
Path Goldplate. Jesus.
And then,
Yeah.
and then
every character.
yeah, and then Rip. I'm
Every
gonna
character.
steal all the money in this bank. Torn was Zeus.
Yeah. Like every character
Torn.
was perfectly cast, and
Zeus.
Hercules.
yeah,
I mean,
and then
I'm almost tempted to say that
I
this
know.
might be too low, actually.
Zeus
too
was
low.
the family
yeah. I had
man.
to switch it.
I don't know,
Never.
man.
Never.
Like I said, they had to switch some things around.
Yeah,
but
Zeus
I
is
loved
definitely not a
it.
family man.
Yeah.
But they
I always
And then-
I always hate doing this, but Anna, I know since you're number one, I know you're gonna hate my number one, but I stand by it 1,000%, and everybody else is gonna make fun of me, and I am right now in the beginning of the episode prepared for it.
Yeah, but yeah, Hercules is definitely my. I had to switch it around because my 4 and my
Hercules
2 and
gross.
1s.
Too
I think
low.
Hercules would be a good
Too
4,
low.
but either way, we always
So it
mess these
was-
things up anyway.
It was originally my 4, but then I think it's my 4. It
It was
touches
a
me a little
good
bit
4
more.
though. Yeah.
My number 4 is definitely something that's closer to the heart than anything, and then my 2 and 1s are just to spite Tyler. So, but yeah, like they had so much good like. It was such a great cast, and they all meant together. There was a lot of characters, but you felt for each one of them.
Yeah.
Not a lot of Disney movies can do that.
Yep.
That's why my bottom 3, you'll understand why I say that.
Oh yeah, same here.
Hercules.
I Won't Say I'm in Love. That's like the jam, you know? Like, come
Yeah.
on. I don't know. It's such a good...
It's the
Megara
best
is one of
theme
my.
talk song I've ever heard.
I have been talking so much, but now it's time for Diana to bring in the judgment.
All right. I thought, John, that was very strong. I love Greek mythology. I love that. That was a very strong choice. The animation style on that was great too. Tyler, I admire that you pulling out a movie that no one's ever seen. Before I choose the winner, Lemar, you kept talking about the soundtrack. Can you sing a few bars of your favorite song from Tarzan?
Ooh.
To refresh my memory, because I don't remember.
Copyright. I don't know if there'll be Son of Man up to the stars, make you feel it, make it free. Son of Man up to the thou you'll be. Is that every one of his songs?
Yeah, I'm kind of remembering now.
Yeah. Oh, my heart. Anyway.
You're right. Meet the Robinsons should be number 5. You're right.
Yeah. I'm gonna go because my 3-year-old daughter loves Princess Tiana. The Princess and the Frog. I'm sorry, Lemar. It was close. It was close.
It's not that it's not a good pick. It's just not my pick.
I'm so happy because that was like my original number 2. And so I'm so happy that's on this list at all. So, because, Diana, you've watched our show. We say, oh yeah, this will be on the list. It deserves to be higher. Never. We're going to move on to number 4. Lemar Harris. LemartheConGuy. Lemar, the 4 guy. You'll be our judge. And Diana, you were our judge. Would you like to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first. I'll apologize in advance, Lemar. I love your voice. I'm gonna go with a movie from 1973. I didn't watch it back then. I watched it when I was more like coming of age, and I think I had an awakening. I think it stirred something in me because I found myself oddly attracted to the main character. The main character was sort of repeated later with another film called Zootopia, but that's not the film I'm talking about.
Oh,
the film I'm talking about is Robin Hood.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Robin Hood.
Robin Hood and Little John walking.
Songs. Let me tell you, I still sing it to this day. Robin Hood and Little John running through the forest. That one and oodle-lottie, golly, what a day. Like,
oh yeah,
so good.
Oh, yeah.
You hit something I've not heard in years.
So good,
right?
It's been a minute.
Thank you, and the casting of everything from the cute little bunny family and Maid Marian, who is also a fox. But I just like the message of Robin Hood. Robbing from the rich and given to the poor. I think it's a great message all around.
Attractive animals, yeah.
That is such a good pick. Oh man!
The sly fox, and he was so adventurous and daring, and he was morally great, and he just liked to have fun with his married men and his and I don't know. There's something about it.
That's swiper, no swipey. You gotta be
careful. I gotta reevaluate how I'm gonna pitch mine. Okay. Oh, that's a good pick.
That was swinging for the fences out the gate. All right, Diana.
Okay.
This one hit a little close to home. one of my favorite actors, one of my favorite comedians, always does a great job. He basically carried this movie, if anything else. He had some good help with everything else, with other cast members and all that. But Aladdin was probably one of the great animated movies that I've seen. That really was like, it's probably the only one I could go back and watch, like just for Robin Williams as a genie, because he carried that movie. Gilbert Gottfried has his moments, R.I.P. The songs were banger. Prince Ali, fabulous, he Alibaba. Like, it's a pop. You can't deny. And then just, I can show you listen.
Yeah.
You cannot beat taking your girl on a carpet ride across the goddamn world in less than 30 seconds.
That entire song is dirty. The entire song is dirty if you think about it for more than 2 seconds.
And that's why it has a special place in my heart.
I guess. I mean, maybe I just never thought about it.
I actually just watched this movie yesterday.
I can show you the world.
Don't tell him. Don't tell him. If he doesn't know, now
don't ruin it.
Don't ruin it for him. It's an innocent.
Tyler, when you're old enough, we'll have the talk with you.
Yeah.
Hand-holding song.
Really? I don't know. I feel like "Can You Feel the Love Tonight" is way more, but yeah,
that's way more blatant. I will give you that.
I'll feel like
But they're animals.
Iago sucked in Aladdin 1. He just got better because of 2 and especially 3.
Iago, okay. Aladdin 3 is
Iago in Aladdin 3 is so much better than Iago in Aladdin 1.
Aladdin 3, you guys. That movie.
King of Thieves is amazing.
Yes.
I love that movie.
It's a good movie. But
I'm gonna Google this. I don't think Gilbert Gottfried did the voice in the
he always
third
did.
one.
Yep.
Did
the
he?
only person who did not return was Robin Williams for Return of the Jafar because of everything that happened between him and Disney tends to keep doing to a lot of actors. But hey, that's another podcast. Alrighty. Anna, do you want to go first or do you want me to go?
Well, I can go. I'll just get mine out of the way because I can't compete with that. I had to do a lot of changing and damn it. A lot of my choices are getting taken. And I have to pull up my backup. So yay. I'm glad we're all on the same page. I love it. Okay, so my pick for number 4 is a little movie that I love a lot. There was a Latina character where I didn't really expect one, but there was, and I loved it, and I thought she was feisty, and they did a really good job with her. And the dorky guy who gets the girl, so Atlantis.
Oh,
you motherfucker!
Yes, or as I like to call it, the Stargate remake animated feature film.
Stargate remake.
Guys, this is number 4, you bastards. This is number 4.
Okay.
All right. So no, I liked how the princess.
Damn it.
She was really strong. Another strong female character. I know. Hey, I'm pulling up my backup, so deal with me.
Yep.
They're good.
It's a good movie.
But not number 4.
All right.
What, do you think it should be lower?
What? No, I don't think it should be higher. But either way.
It's a strong number 4. Aladdin should be higher. I just watched that one last night too. But no, Atlantis. Boom. Thank you very mucho.
Okay.
You guys are pulling out hard choices for
I know.
For number 4, you bastards.
Okay. There's a lot of great choices here. I'm gonna go ahead and go. I'm gonna have a sip of wine first, okay? Lemar, you and I never really agree on this show.
No.
This is one of the greatest animated movies of all time, but there are so many good Disney animated movies that I really think that this is the spot for it. It is a movie about not only sisterhood, but also acceptance, love, and family. Lilo and Stitch is the 4th greatest Disney film of all time.
Okay.
It is the best sisterhood on screen ever. I'm sorry. The oldest sister is an amazing. All the side characters are great. I mean, Stitch is one of the most iconic. Took the world by storm. One of the greatest little mascot characters that also is interesting and very deep as well. There's not one thing that is small about Lilo and Stitch, and this was like the little engine that could. and it's a powerhouse. But not only that, like, it's not just marketable, it's just a good film about two sisters and a little alien that's just trying to exist in peace and learn and be better. It is just a story about being better and being the best version of you, with no matter how ugly your doll is, you are still awesome and you.
I hate you people so much. I hate all of you. So
I agree
a
with
hard
everything,
choice
Tyler.
to make.
They're all really good.
Why did all of you come with the heat on number 4? This happens every time I'm on this goddamn podcast. It's
Because
me.
I had to switch shit around.
You're switch around. Oh, okay.
Y'all did switcheroos.
Okay, let me. Fuck. All right. The only reason why number 4 is number 4 is because it just did not do as well as the box office originally as the rest, and it's actually pretty low on. I looked it up. It's pretty low on Rotten Tomatoes and all that stuff. Even though I personally do like it, I'm going to have to say Atlantis is number 4.
What?
It's only a 43 on Rotten Tomatoes, my dog.
I'm 1,000%. You're picking it?
No. That's my number. Oh my! That's no. I'm so sorry. That's 4th of these 4. My bad.
You're
bad.
doing Mrs. America. Like you're gonna give us runner-ups.
I got it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
My bad.
all right.
My bad. No.
Why this is number
Out of
4.
these 4, this is why that is the 4th of the 4. Okay. Which brings it down to Robin Hood, Aladdin, and Lilo and Stitch. Aladdin should be higher. It's not going to make it, but it should be higher. It's not going to make it, but it should be higher.
It should be higher as the
it
top?
should be
Yeah.
in the top 3. I
Okay.
believe it should be higher. What brings it down to Robin Hood and Lilo and Stitch. Fuck.
Rob from the rich, give to the poor.
Be yourself, family.
I love Robin Hood
gonna-
so much, and I love
wanna-
Lilo and Stitch so much.
I want to help Tyler.
Fuck.
It did have a very successful TV show after.
I mean,
It did.
and also a decent 2 sequels too.
Yeah.
The third one wasn't great. The second one was good.
Yeah.
I just went for nostalgic feels.
No, you had a great
Yeah.
pick.
So, I think in 2022, with everything that's happened and all the people that are existing, I believe more people will resonate with Lilo and Stitch than Robin Hood.
Damn.
Robin Hood did not lose. It just didn't win the race.
Yeah.
So Lilo and Stitch is number 4.
I got my 1, and that's all I care about.
I'm not gonna get.
But
any
Robin
more.
Hood was a
fuck
fantastic
me.
goddamn pick. If you
Yes.
said that for 5, you would have won by. If someone said that for 5, it would have been won by miles. What are you motherfuckers gonna bring out for 3, 2, and watch us
you
fuck
have
this up?
Oh,
Watch
no.
us
Feel
fuck
bad
this up.
now.
We're not gonna fuck it up because
I can't wait for 3.
we're not gonna fuck it up because we are moving on to number 3 with John as our judge. And
Shit.
oh man, Lemar, you were
You
judge.
saw my picks.
I'm gonna leave number 1 as number 1 because that is legit my number 1. My number 3, best Disney movie of all time. This movie apparently went through a lot of rewrites. The final product was not what originally was there for, which is why there was a major actor who played a small bit part and that was regulated to just making noises for about 3 minutes, but it was supposed to be a major character. Also, give it love to my Pacific Islanders for finally getting their movie. Give it up to Moana.
Oh,
Damn you!
wow.
Give it up to Moana. For number 3.
Wow, I had okay. Wow, I thought you were
Moana.
going somewhere else.
So
That was my number 1. That was my
I love
number 1.
Moana.
Moana's pretty good.
Don't tell us that. Because
my
it may not
number
win.
one's my number 1's going to stick around, but Moana I think is definitely number 3 of all time. It has some of the most banging songs ever. It's just one of those things where it was that guy from the Sexual Hippopotamus what was that group called?
Flight of
Jeremy
Conchords.
something. Flight of Conchords.
Jermaine
Yeah,
Clement.
Jermaine Clement. Yeah.
Yes, shiny as a motherfucker.
I love Shiny.
And the whole thing is that Hey is done by Alan Tudyk, who was supposed to be a much bigger character in the first cut of it. And they was going to cut the chicken out because they couldn't figure out stuff, and then they made him stupid. And so,
He went to Juilliard.
Get that money.
he went to Juilliard.
I went to
no.
Juilliard.
In my heart of hearts, Moana definitely top 3. It belongs in either one of these categories, but I feel so strongly in my other 2 picks that I'm gonna put Moana as 3. You can still say Moana is number
movie.
1, but anyway, it's a good movie.
Yeah. It may not win, Diana, so it may not win. Just remember.
It might not win the slot, but I'm gonna go with Moana as 3.
You can always you can say it multiple times.
All right.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and go out of the way because I will stand by this. This is actually my real number 1, but my number 1, I think it's just. There's a reason why I picked it for number 1, but this is my absolute top 5 movies of all time. It is the best soundtrack of Disney, regardless of whatever your music taste is. It has the greatest villain song of all time. It is about a very, 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 very disfigured man who's just trying to live his life.
Wow.
A woman who's trying to get by for her people. The most evil man of all Disney. I know Disney has some really messed up stuff.
Not evil.
What? How is he not evil?
He's not evil.
Yeah. Sorry.
You should have number 1.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That
Frollo is the most evil thing. This movie was so dark that they were like, we need to fix it. What do? Gargoyles. They had to do something to make it. And it's also one of the best adaptations onto stage, where it was on stage in Germany of all places for over almost 20 years. And the musical stage is amazing with all the cut songs and redone and made it a little bit closer to the book. But Hunchback of Notre Dame, I will say, as much as messed up as Hercules is, the story, the fact that they even had the balls to do Hunchback of Notre Dame as a child's film is insane. And the fact that I don't know what book they read, but the fact that they turned it into something that could be watched by a family, because if you've read that book, which I have, it is insanely dark and messed up. That is they deserve an award just for
making it plausible for a family to watch.
Yeah.
And even then, the movie was still super
terrifying.
dark.
Yeah.
It's dark. It's terrifying, but also resonated. When I was a kid, I helped me understand what pure evil, what real evil is. It made me understand what real evil in this world is, and that's powerful. This movie was just a feat.
They was there with that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, lust and power and and horribleness and man.
Some of the shit they got away with by putting it in lyrics and stuff like that. I was like, when you finally listen to the lyrics of Hellfire, this is real dark. Especially for Disney.
Even Chloe Paris' song when they're doing the trial with them is really dark and messed up for a kid's song. They're just we're gonna kill these guys, right? Everybody down? Yeah, we're good. And then Esmeralda's nay, maybe not. That was a kid's movie. Holy crap.
I might have to rewatch this.
Yeah.
You need to rewatch it.
It's a good rewatch.
It's one of those movies where they for me, the pacing of the movie is so much different than a normal Disney movie because Disney normally follows the hash method: happy, angry, sad, happy. Fucking Notre Dame was optimistic, sad, murder, sad. Okay, he'll get to hug the girl. Yeah. It's really
get to hug her. Yeah, maybe.
Of course, I had to scramble because I had a lot of Pixar movies on my list.
I don't know.
We'll do Pixar eventually.
Yeah, that's another show. That's fine. So I picked something because it was inspired by another storyteller animator that I love, Miyazaki. So this movie was inspired by Miyazaki. It has Japanese robots in it. It has a group of smart kids that work together
God damn it.
It has technology and science experiments, and it makes being smart, geeky, cool, which when I was little, smart and geeky wasn't cool. And it has a lot of diversity and representation. So Big Hero 6 is my pick. And it's also a tie-in to Marvel, which I didn't know, which I thought was pretty cool. It was a comic book. So it was their first foray into doing a little something with Marvel before they bought it. But it's an overall great movie. I like the teamwork in it. I like the message. Anything with big robots in it, I love. Yeah, cool.
I need to rewatch that movie
Good choice.
because
Yeah.
I thought it was okay.
so good.
I was so mad that it beat How to Train Your Dragon 2. Or no, it wasn't How to Train Your Dragon 2. It beat something where I was like, how dare you? But
Nah, bro. The first, it doesn't have the up beginning, but like the first 20 minutes just rips your goddamn soul out and replaces it with sadness. Big Hero 6 is and also like, did you see the Disney Plus like little shorts they have with Baymax? Oh, they're so goddamn cute.
They're great.
I haven't seen them yet. I might watch them tonight.
You have to watch. They're so cute.
Watch that and the Olaf ones where Olaf retells Disney movies because they're amazing.
Oh, so
Oh
good.
gosh, I love
so
that.
cool.
That movie.
I love Olaf. I don't care.
Olaf
I
could go fuck
love-
himself.
And they die.
Hey,
No.
I hate Olaf.
Dude,
hate Olaf?
Why
I
are you
hate
such a
Olaf.
hater?
Wait, you like
I'm a hater.
wait.
There's
You like
something wrong
Iago,
with
but you
you.
hate Olaf? Well, that doesn't make any sense.
Who?
You like
Iago.
you liked Iago.
Gilbert
yeah.
Gottfried.
You like
Yeah,
Gilbert
'cause-
Gottfried screaming into a microphone, but you can't stand Josh Gad being
I like Josh
charismatic
Gad.
and being amazing.
I don't like Olaf.
Olaf
is too
amazing.
Olaf is too positive for me. There has to be a balance.
Goddamn
There's
in
too
your
many
impressions.
That sounds like a personal
There's too
problem.
much. There's too much positivity.
Too
in
much
this world.
positive
joy
for
in
me.
this goddamn world.
Listen.
Get out. Just
Oscar the Grouch.
Hi.
Okay, just kidding.
But Big
Wow.
Hero 6,
Big Hero
really
6
good pick. I
It's a
hate
great
you so
pick,
much.
Diana. It's a great pick.
Yeah.
that's
All
a
right,
great
Anna.
pick.
Anna Banana.
Well,
Now
Yeah.
good Moana.
Better be good, Anna.
Anna
no, it's
Anna
it's
Banana
not gonna be
Diana.
good. It's kind of a really bad. I don't know. I'm not gonna say it's bad, but it could be better. But I mean, it's kind of hard to go up against everyone's choices. But my choice for number 3 is a little movie called Mulan.
Wow, I forgot about Mulan for some reason.
Ah,
Wow.
dang, how could you guys forget about Mulan?
I don't know.
I didn't forget about
I didn't forget about
Mulan.
Mulan.
Oh,
It
you
just-
forget about
You should just
Mulan.
say it, but it's
Mushu.
good.
I didn't have any princess
3.
movies on my list, and I like as much as I love them.
How
I,
the fuck did you not have Mulan on your
not?
list?
I don't know. I forgot.
have
I didn't think about the.
princess
I didn't.
movies.
I guess you'll see
you're
with
a
my
boy.
list. You'll see with my list like why I chose why. I try to choose like the underdogs.
The "I'll Make a Man Out of You" song.
Mm.
That is a great song. It's powerful. That literally is the movie. That is a song that gets me up to work out because, like, that. Yeah, I'm like, I need to work out. I'm gonna put on that song. I'm gonna get pumped, and then I'm just pow pow pow. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I really like that movie. Mushu. I really wish I had a Mushu that would back me up all the time and stuff. So that's my number 3.
Murphy is so
Those
good
are
at playing
reasons. There's so
sidekicks.
many reasons for that movie. Like it's a strong female, like who's like
I
really
do,
badass.
strong female
She's the first
character.
badass princess. Well, is she a princess? I'm confused. That's a whole
No,
thing.
because
Just-
she
They
marries.
market her. They
she- yeah.
market her as a princess, which is very
But she's
strange to
not.
me. Diana, you look like you want to say something.
She's like, I have my problems with
Listen,
it, but
I do have a problem with, but at the time, I was really happy to see someone who looked like me being
Mhm.
represented. I
Mhm.
And then
think
you realize all the voice actors were applied.
so.
Yeah.
yeah.
When you
Yeah.
scroll through the IMDb, you're like, well, this wasn't represented, and the creative team was basically no Asians, and there was no one in the writers' room. So, I mean, you just go down the list and you go, oh, okay. So I see that there's things about you're not good unless you act masculine or do something. I mean, this is like weird things about masculinity and femininity in it. And even though it had Harvey Firestein in it, I was like Men in Drag. That's another conversation. But anyways, Family, duty, honor. Mulan, love it.
Yeah.
Dishonor on your family, dishonor on everything.
Yeah.
All
For what we were given in those times,
Yes.
that was a kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
That was,
At the time, it was fantastic.
oh
Yeah.
yeah.
2022,
Oh, no.
It was a
bit
step.
closer.
It was a step. It was a small step, but it was a step.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say as a white guy from Texas, it made me actually like really care about, look a lot more into Chinese folklore.
There's a lot to unpack. I could do a whole hour about Mulan, but like me back then, oh my God, seeing that girl in the mirror looking like me, I was just like, ugh.
Okay,
Look,
John.
there's something to be said about a lot of movies.
I know.
Like Princess and the Frog, they were frogs
yeah.
for 2/3 of the movie.
There's a lot to unpack. Okay, all right, John, you have Hunchback of Notre Dame, Big Hero 6, Moana, and Mulan.
So Hunchback definitely got me. I was like, we had a little break. It should be a little bit higher. I don't think it's a 3 per se. I maybe will say a 4, but I think just because it hit so hard and because I'm currently working on stuff for this, Baymax wins it.
Oh,
my
you're
number
going
3.
for Big Hero 6 for number
Wow.
3?
Big Hero 6 is a good pick.
Big Hero
Fun.
6.
Yeah.
I can't even fault that.
Because it just it's weird. I resonate with God, what's his name?
Baymax.
For some reason I connect a lot to Baymax. I want to make sure everyone's okay at any point without taking care of myself first. So it's like, and I got cosplays in the work for it. So it's like I love Baymax. Baymax.
You have a Baymax cosplay coming? Let's go, boy!
So,
Let's go!
Yeah, I'm doing a
John, you're my favorite robot. Don't worry.
Thank you. It's basically a nurse Baymax, just human version of it.
That's
so
awesome.
It's gonna be all the patches and stuff like that.
I just before we move on, I do want to say I want to see the podcast where Dana rips Mulan to shreds.
I
Diana
know.
rips Mulan to shreds
Family.
because looking
Let
at
me
their
tell
face
you.
when we was talking about Mulan was a beautiful mix of nostalgia and anger.
I'm holding back everything.
Besides boring.
Alrighty, we're gonna move on to number 2. I will be the judge now, and we have Princess and the Frog, Lilo and Stitch, and Big Hero 6. Really good, very diverse pick so far. I'm happy with this. This is awesome.
I'll get my pick out of the way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because
You're so adamant about it. Okay.
because I'm not gonna win, so I'm just gonna throw it out there.
Okay.
You know, I'm done. I'm done here. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, my pick for number 2, and there was a lot of movement around because we can't include Pixar movies.
Oh, I know. I feel you.
I'm so bad about this.
I mean, there's like 18 Pixar movies now. They
I
deserve his own show.
So
That is Pixar. Damn it!
my number 2, because I'm judged for number 1, is my movie pick is The Little Mermaid, and that one's really special to me because I loved Little Mermaid when I was little. Like when my parents would rent that for me, and like when we had to go turn it back in, I'd be like, can we get it again and again and again and stuff? And you know what? The sequel was pretty good. I really liked that it moved on to the story of her daughter
Yeah.
and all that. So,
And the sisters. We got to know more about the sisters.
oh yeah, and the sisters. So and the music, those songs just stayed with me. Like my mom had to play that cassette so many times. I feel so bad for my mom. But obviously it has issues now that you think about it, which is like, I love him. Like, shut up, you're 16, you don't know nothing. But at the time,
I mean,
It's not even that you're 16. Hey, you're 16.
you're 16.
Yeah.
Hey, you're about to change your body for a man you
Man.
haven't talked to?
How dare you? Oh my god. And
Paper and
Ursula
pens.
was not
and-
wrong.
Is this crab Jamaican for no reason?
I will say we are recording
Caribbean
this.
Sea.
I will say this though. Unfortunately, it's the second best villain song in my opinion. we are
Ursula
recording this the
wasn't
day.
wrong.
We are recording this the day after we have lost the amazing Pat Carroll. So rest in peace, Pat
Oh.
Carroll. But yeah, just not to bring down the mood or anything like that. But that's a great pick.
R.I.P.
No, but Ursula, wow,
Ursula,
amazing.
not wrong.
I love Ursula. I love Ursula. She's my second
I'm
favorite.
surprised Disney
Queen
has not
energy.
made a Ursula movie yet. Because
It's
like,
coming.
well-
is there like
Well, they're
Queen-
making the live action that's supposed to dive into it more.
We need that. We've been waiting
the
for that.
community has made so
Yeah.
much extra lore about Ursula.
Disney itself actually has its own book series about Ursula's past too, by the way.
Really?
Oh yeah, they do.
And
They,
yeah.
they debuted at San Diego Comic-Con. Yeah.
They
Yeah.
did.
Damn.
Years ago. But yeah, awesome pick. I don't know why you were so like worried about it. It was awesome.
Amazing, amazing. And Eric too. Oh my god.
Oh man, Ariel, she's my homegirl. I love Ariel. Like I to this day still buy a lot of things that are Little Mermaid merch. Like I have a Little Mermaid watch. I have like the perfume. I have
Yeah.
the face mirror. Like I have everything
Yeah.
Little Mermaid.
Anna just has a bunch of drawers filled with spoons and forks and stuff that she just finds.
You mean dingle hoppers and
look,
Dingle
I-
hoppers and thingamajigs.
The thingamajigs.
I
What are
like
those
a good
words?
fork. I like
Oh,
a good fork. Okay.
Feet.
What is it? Feet. Oh yeah.
I got a pair of those too.
Oh, it's a good pick. Good job, Anna.
Good.
Damn.
It's a good pick. It's a good pick.
Alrighty, who wants to go next?
I'll go next.
Okay.
I'll go next. And I'm only shifting this down because with Anna being number one, I don't think they're going to pick it because number one's going to be very hard. But this is legit my favorite Disney movie as it brings so much nostalgia and emotion with it. It was the first time in my life as a young boy that I cried over Triumph, that I fully understood the story. And I remember I was sitting in a movie theater watching the hero finally get their crown, and I was like in tears, joyous about it. I wasn't upset by what was going on. I felt so deep about it. One of the best Disney villain songs, one of the best I'm Gonna Be songs. Elton John put his goddamn stamp on it. Give it up for The Lion King. I love The Lion King. Is it technically Shakespeare with lions? Yes. But I don't care. It was good Shakespeare line. Nathan Lane and the other guy was amazing. I forgot what his name was.
Forgot what his name was
As
too.
Timon and Pumbaa. There's so many spin-offs. Hell, Lion King 2 was pretty good.
So was,
in my
so
opinion,
so
had
was
some-
1.5.
Oh,
That's right, 1.5.
No, I mean there was 2 and 1.5.
That's right. There was 2 and 1.5. I love the Broadway play. I actually got to see it on Broadway where they was able to use the flies a bit more and had the stilt walkers going down the goddamn aisles. James Earl Jones at his fucking finest. God, Jeremy goddamn Irons.
yeah. Yeah.
The epic.
Once
Right.
again, we can talk about who played what in Africa, but it doesn't really matter.
Matthew Broderick's my favorite. I'm just kidding.
Matthew Broderick's my favorite African, but
Oh my God, that's right.
I think there's not a person on this earth who did not try to speak Swahili or Goza from the beginning of that fucking thing.
Mhm.
No one says that correctly because we're Americans. We don't know what the fuck that thing says. But when I learned that, hey, it's a lion. That's what they said, and that was so great.
It's great.
Because that's what the fucking movie's about. And Rafiki, every god, there was not a wasted character in that movie. Lion King was great. And when Simba took the Pride Rock, I cried with like tears of like joy. I was 6 years old. I remember it vividly. So Lion King number 2.
Yeah.
It's my actual number 1, but I'm bringing it down because I need it on this list.
It's been said, but
Oh, God damn it.
I'm gonna repeat it just
Okay.
because it still holds up. Didn't deserve where it got on the list. I feel like it's one lower. It still holds up. The animation still holds up. It's probably one of the few Disney movies that's has a loyal representation of the book, and overall just a good ass story, and it's Atlantis.
Atlantis, the Lost Empire.
It's such an underrated. It's one of the few Disney movies that I can watch back to back to back. Like I could watch Hercules and be like, all right, cool, I'm good for like 6 months. I could watch Atlantis as much as I can, and I love it. And you can't tell me like, you know, it had so many good characters. It had a lot of characters, but they were able to give them each their own individual personality in that short of it. You got Milo, you got Kita. I had to write this down because I forgot all of them. Audrey, you had Vinny, you had Helga,
awesome.
and then you had I
Helga.
don't know how to say his name, Moleri, the only French person you'll like. The only French person you'll like.
Was that the
and
mole
they made it work in the
person?
movie. It was the mole person.
Yeah.
Yeah. Vinny was I think Vinny was the explosives. Audrey
Yeah.
was the Puerto
Mechanic.
Rican
Yeah.
mechanic. I
Mechanic.
think she was Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
And Helga was the Russian hellfire that we all wanted.
Oh.
It was
I loved Audrey because she was just like this villain that really wasn't a villain, and she was, I don't know. I was always drawn to her because she was like, you understood her placement of it, but also you hated her so much for being so selfish. And like her and those people, like when they turn, you're like, see, that's what real selfishness is. This is bad. This is like I love these characters, but I also hate, like, it was like that thing where I felt betrayed as a kid when I was watching it. I'd be like, why would they go against Milo? They were so nice to him. And
it was like, the ultimate, like, this is how life could happen, and it happened.
Yeah.
It was the ultimate actual life lesson. I was like, the only person I could trust is myself to a certain degree.
No,
to a certain degree.
It's true.
So Atlantis, number 2. I only have it as number 2 because it was gonna be my number 3. No, it was gonna be my number 4, and then y'all just threw me off, so I had to switch that over. But yeah, Atlantis is my number 2.
It's the beauty of Most Extreme Ranking Challenge. But yeah, alrighty.
Because I could not come up with a different one on the spot.
Yeah.
All right, Diana.
You guys throw me off in the best way. Like, being challenged like this, it's like, hey, let's mix it up. Let's do this. And my number 5 is now my 2. And So I just watched this movie literally like 2 nights ago. Because I just don't have time. I have a 3-year-old. And it was released in 2021. It didn't have a chance to release in theaters. It was released on Disney Plus. So it didn't have a chance to get out there yet, but I believe it will be as legendary as your picks are now. It had positive, I thought, body representation for women, having a very strong woman character in it. It had, it broke tropes. For example, not having a magical animal character, which I thought was brilliant. It really touched me in a way when you think about claiming your own power and who you are and how that is just as important. And I'm talking about Encanto with the brilliant music by Lin-Manuel Miranda. So
that's
I believe
my second favorite soundtrack. It's my second favorite Disney soundtrack.
Lamar knows where I stand with this because he's live tweeted.
Same. You and I, John and I have talked about this so much.
We talked about it.
That wasn't Pixar? Damn it.
It wasn't.
Lamar.
Oh my God.
I loved Encanto.
I've seen Encanto over 20. I've seen it over 20 times.
Yes, dude.
I saw it.
Talk About Bruno is musically one of the best songs that they have because the different layers in it, and they're the family madrigal. So to have it a madrigal where all these different tunes are intermixing, I mean, it's brilliant.
I may be the only Hispanic in this goddamn group right now that hated it.
John, you and I talked about this
trauma
for hours.
We talked about it. Lamar live tweeted me watching it, and it was the most.
Not?
I just think that it time will tell if it becomes legendary.
That's my number 1, but yeah. It's that movie, the trauma.
Generational trauma. That's
generational trauma. Huge. And I love seeing it. And I think Coco, had one part of it, but Encanto captured this.
Coco's Pixar, right?
I'm not,
Damn
yeah,
it.
Yeah, I
Coco is
know. I wanted to
Pixar.
say Coco.
I'm not. I'm not the
Encanto
biggest
just
fan of Coco, unfortunately. But we talked about that. We
after
talked about
watching
that.
Encanto, I think this one kind of captures more of that generational trauma that happens between like the female, like your mom, grandma, and then you, and there's something about that really like hurt, like it broke me a lot because just seeing it, and I watched it with my mom, and she just like, why is she so mean and all
And
this
it's a
stuff,
short
and I'm just
film
like,
too, which is strange.
God, yeah, like I don't know, that movie just absolutely blew me away because it captured that whole struggle of never being good. And I'm just gonna go into them and start
Yeah,
crying,
no,
so
you're
I'm
right.
just gonna
Yeah,
stop right now.
no, I think Lemar,
Great
I know
pick,
John
great
and I
pick.
know we talked about this. I think we talked about this Lemar too. But yeah, Encanto makes me cry every single time when they hand her the door handle. Tears, but I cried I also cried everything. I openly admit I cried everything. Okay.
My only issue with Encanto was that I kind of saw everything coming.
Really?
With the
What?
Same.
I didn't.
I see nothing.
The only
I'm
thing
not
I did
smart
not
enough.
see coming was Grandma's backstory. That was like, okay,
Oh,
that kicked me in the teeth.
and that song
I saw
too.
that coming.
Oh, okay.
But I saw that I knew immediately that Mirabelle was going to be unpowered. I knew Bruno was still going to
yeah.
be very close. I knew Mirabelle was going to take over. But that did not take away from the very fact that it was still fucking fire. And also the very fact that Stephanie Beatrix doesn't sound like Rosa still
Beatrix.
kills me to this
Beatrice.
day.
Buddy, how are you doing?
But-
Well, that's her real voice. Like,
Yeah,
I
she-
Yeah, that's
know
her
that threw me
actual-
off.
yeah,
Yeah,
like because
that threw me off.
Rosa is like a persona and all that. But yeah,
I wonder if that hurts her voice too. I wonder.
Yes.
But
yes, it
Yeah.
does.
probably.
For people watching who don't know, Rosa
Ugh.
is a character on Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Yeah. I love her. I
Everyone.
wanted her to be She-Hulk, but that's okay. Okay. All right.
Oh, I
Judgment.
would love that.
I think her voice would have
Fantastic.
died by the end of She-Hulk. But anyway,
Yeah. Judgment Time. Lion King, Atlantis, Little Mermaid, and Encanto, and these are all
God damn.
amazing. And okay.
I know where you live, so
This is gonna be really fucking rough because Little Mermaid started the Renaissance. It started everything. It really brought back Disney after Black Cauldron, Oliver and Company, and a bunch of other failures. I will say this, Anna, that was such a good pick, but I hope you and I understand that like this one was that was kind of like I feel like that one should have been number 5. As much as I love Princess and the Frog, and I will talk about Princess and the Frog, and I watched Princess and the Frog more than probably any other princess movie ever. So I won't pick Little Mermaid, but that was like, dude, fire pick. Like, and it makes sense for it to be there. And Ursula, just Ursula,
Queen
just Ursula. Ursula's. I'll say it. Ursula's hot as shit. Anyway, so okay. Oh fuck yeah, I don't care. Anyway, I'm not gonna pick Atlantis as much as it's amazing and it's great, but I would say with production, with like, it's nowhere. It's nowhere. There's no merchandise. Nobody really talks about it, and if they do, they're like, yeah, it was really good. It was really great. I really loved it. But I feel like that there are just so many other good. I feel like
that was Disney's fault.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
1000%. Just like Meet the
no
Robinsons.
one's denying that.
But I will say this: top 10, not top 5. So I won't pick that.
I'm gonna find you, Tyler.
Now we have Encanto and Lion King. And here's the weird thing. And I think, Lemar, you know this, and I know Anna should know this too. On this show, we always pick like whatever everybody's very biased, and I try never to be. I am not a fan of Lion King at all whatsoever. I'm not. I don't like the movie. I think it's very mediocre. I think it's mediocrely done. I love the music because I love Elton John. I know. And I've had this conversation a billion times, but I'm not a big fan of Lion King. I would rather watch Lion King 2 than Lion King 1. That's how weird I am. So, but
Tyler, who hurt you?
nobody. It's weird.
It sounds like someone hurt you.
It's just I was like I don't know. But here's the thing. Encanto was so amazing, and I have that movie on memorized, and I love it. But I will never, ever, ever doubt the impact of Lion King, and so I'm going to give it to Lion King because of the impact.
God!
I mean,
Thank you.
I mean, it.
Wow.
Here's the thing. It not only transcended, like basically showed Disney what people really want, because they didn't want Pocahontas. We didn't. None of us wanted Pocahontas. it showed us that. It showed us what we really wanted and at least made animation better. But it transcended and saved Broadway before Wicked, because Broadway was suffering. David Hasselhoff was in Jekyll and Hyde. Okay, I just want to remind everybody that happened. And Lion King saved it. Lion King has transcended everything. It was #1 in the charts for the longest time. It did so much, and it's, even though I don't like the movie, I mean, who can deny the power of Lion King? You just can't. You just, as much as I love Encanto, you cannot go. It doesn't compare to Lion King. The power of Lion King. I would say it is a better made film and better written film and even better music. That's just me. And I love Elton John. I love Elton John so much. I mean, Goodbye Yellow Brick Road was like one of my favorite songs as a kid and still today. But man. I will give it to you, Lemar, because you know what? I'm fair, unlike you guys were. Unlike you guys have been to me, especially with the PS2 episode. I will be fair and give it to the real winner of that round, which is Lion King. And that is going to bring us to numero uno with Anna as our judge.
I was so close to throwing the card.
But Diana, I'm right there with you. I'm right. If it was like my list, no, I think it's #1, but that doesn't matter.
Can I go first? I know I'm not supposed to. Can I just go first for
yes, please. Yes, please, because I'm going to lose this one. If I could go last, I would love it.
Go ahead. I have to put this on the list. It does deserve to be here, and it started for me the renaissance of generational trauma breaking. At Disney, I'm going to go with Encanto. I'm going to give it to Encanto for #1. Encanto and Lion King were supposed to be 1 or 2 for me. So I'm going to give it Encanto. I love the music. I love everything about it. It was a phenomenon. It was the #1 of the charts. Probably think still on the fucking charts right now.
Yeah, it beat every record.
It has, in John's defense, it does have like this Frozen-esque way of having a song or two that is a banger, and then the rest of them kind of aight. But it was actually, no, I'll take that back. That was wildly wrong. There's 3 fire songs.
The last song is so good. I love the last song.
There are 3 fire songs. Anyway,
all of them. I love them. I love every song in that movie.
I didn't say that anyone were bad. I'm going to give it to Encanto because it deserves to be on this list.
No, it doesn't.
I'm just going to say what I wanted to say. I'm so mad we don't have Emperor's New Groove on this list.
Oh my god, I know.
I will say this. It's understandable. It's understandable.
I understand, but it should have been said at 5. That's my bad.
Nah.
I should have said that at 5.
Nah.
But anyway, Encanto deserves to be on this list.
Well, you already know what I'm going to pick. Because it was already picked before. I'm going to lose, but I don't care. Mulan walked so that Moana could run. Okay? So Moana did what Mulan couldn't do. I thought that it was great about getting people behind the camera in the creative process that were Polynesian, that were Samoan, Hawaiian, Maori, writing, singing. They actually recruited experts and formed a council to run things by, which was brilliant. I mean, they didn't do that back in the day. They had real native Polynesian musicians. I think everyone sang in their own language when they did the dubs, which I thought was great. Personally, it was my daughter's first movie that she watched, so it holds that special place in my heart.
Oh, that's adorable.
Yeah, so that's why I have to pick that, and also my dad was born in Hawaii, so it kind of reminds me of my dad.
Can I also say I don't know if you guys have heard it. There's also deleted songs in it, especially the alternative for How Far I'll Go, and I love that alternative song so much. And it's a hard song too, because it does this weird. Oh, it's so good. Anyways, sorry. I'm so sorry.
No, totally. It's good. It's good, and it has a lot of great people in it. I love all the actors in it. So yeah, I love the finding yourself and respecting nature, and so I think that was that was my number one. Yeah, for my daughter and for actually doing the research to respect.
Can I also say that there's also another Disney magic moment? Disney made The Rock a better singer than Emma Watson. Mic drop.
Wow, that's true.
They
What can I say?
they let him rap.
You're
They
welcome.
let him rap most of that. Granted, The Rock actually
Yeah.
has a few tunes. He's an Elvis singer where he has like 5 notes, and you do great with those
Yep.
5 goddamn notes. But
I mean, if you get that big, you have to have strong lungs. Like,
Yeah.
like,
no,
oh man, okay.
good pick.
So it was
How-
the same. It was the same thing as Atlantis. The animation still holds on great even to this point.
Oh,
And
god
second
damn
thing,
it.
Also had a fucking book written about it, and it's still a loyal representation of it. And the cast was great. You had Joseph Gordon-Levitt as the main cast. The main theme for it is great. I loved it. Every time I put it on, I always cry, like more
Oh.
than some of the Hercules songs. I have to give it to Treasure Planet.
Damn.
Treasure Planet.
Damn.
You have Jim Hawkins, grew up
Damn.
without a dad, had to see his dad leave and not come back. You have his
Dude,
mom who's
that
working
movie.
the goddamn diner by herself, and he's helping her in any way she can.
That movie crippled Disney. Like,
I know it did.
crippled.
It did.
It's so
It
bad.
did, but it's still
So
like even the
underrated.
writer for Treasure Planet are still like trying to get a second movie or some type of second thing happening. They're still active on Facebook trying to get stuff going on. You had Morph, probably one of the best pet characters in Disney, in my opinion. There, I will give some leeway to some other ones. I'm Still Here, Jim's theme song. I had to pull it up because I forgot the name of it, and I almost started crying. Mid recording this, I was like, "Oh, I can't. I gotta mute this." But it's my personal favorite. It's not number one for sure, but I had to put it on the list, so it was my last option. But Treasure Planet, it's so underrated. I hate that it did flop, but I wish they did more marketing for it. I think it would have been great. It would have been one of the best. It's still, in my opinion, it's one of the best Disney movies they've made. It just flopped. It sucks. Also, Captain Amelia. Woo!
Yeah,
Woo!
I agree with that. The only thing I agreed on.
Ooh.
Here is
Tyler?
the most early 2000s song I've ever heard in my life. Because I recently discovered that song again on Spotify playlist shuffle, and I was like, why is 1999 on the middle of my goddamn Spotify? Why is this Buffy the Vampire Slayer ass song
I
doing?
love it. I love it.
It's so good, though.
It's so good. And I like halfway through, I just start tearing up. I love it. But yeah, that's my number one. It's Treasure Planet. It would have been my third. It would have been my second, but it was like it's either gonna. I gotta flip things around. So number one, Treasure Planet.
All right, Tyler.
Okay.
Tyler.
This has
And
been
that's
this was my number one because I was like, it deserves it because it's weird. Like I said, Hunchback, there's a weird thing where you're like, Hunchback's my favorite Disney film, but this is the best Disney film in my opinion. Like there's one where it's just I enjoy watching this and I love this very much. And then there's just one that's just a Marvel feat. And this is a very left field one. And I don't know if anybody's gonna agree with me. I know I'm gonna lose this one. I'm gonna try to put this down from 30 minutes to 2 minutes.
If you say dinosaur, I will smack you.
Oh God, no. No. This is a real answer that's gonna make everybody be like, but you're gonna be like, no. But I really do think it deserves a spot. There are what I think makes Disney magical is that it is great for you to watch when you're a child, and it is great when you are watching as an adult. The magic about this specific movie is that this is and I mean this 100%. You still understand when you go back and watch a lot of Disney movies, you're like, oh, I remember feeling like that when I was a child, and it's really great, and you kind of feel like that child moment too, but then also a little bit of the adult. This movie is a completely different film. Like literally the opposite film when you are an adult, and in the opposite film when you're a child. When you're a child, you really feel for the main character, and when you're an adult, you see it completely through the second character. 1,000%. The movie is titled after the second character. It is a very powerful film. It is about a simple road trip, and if you listen to each other now, it's a Goofy movie. A Goofy movie.
Oh my god.
Seriously. When you watch it as a child, you really feel for Max. You really feel for that drive. You're like, I really want to go on this adventure and go do this one thing and be selfish, and I don't really understand my dad, and I don't need to. When you're an adult, you really feel for Goofy. Like, you really do.
Goofy.
In all
That's
honesty.
Mr. Goofy.
It's one of those weird films that it gets really creepy and weird for a moment, and it like transcends through different genres through it, where you go through like that trailer park with like the creepy possums and stuff. But it really is like that hot tub scene with Pete is the most eye-opening, realistic, and honestly most relatable adult cartoon characters that you get. You see Pete's side, a character that all throughout the beginning, ever since Steamboat Willie, you're supposed to hate this character, but then you also understand his side of it, and then he's also talking to Goofy, and you understand Goofy's side of it, and then you also understand Max's side of it, Roxanne's side of it, whatever Pauly Shore's character's name was with the Pat Tower. And then and then not only that, you get two amazing pop songs out of it that are way too good for that film. Like, it's just one of those random car ride movies where it's just like there's no race, there's no nothing. You really have you have adolescence and adultism and like an adultism encapsulated, and you get in a completely different experience with it as you grow, and it's fascinating and strange. And there's a bunch of YouTube videos talk about it too, but
I will say to add to this, while they are dogs, it is a general consensus that is a very black coded movie.
That I didn't want to say it because I didn't think it was my place to say it.
I got you, but it's a very is there like a tangible thing that says this is black other than Powerline? No, but it feels that way to a lot of people. At least to me, it does. Which is good because there's not a lot of movies with black representation or codes that doesn't have to do with like struggle.
But I know it's a left side pick, and I know it won't get picked.
No,
I don't think it's top 5, but goddamn, it's a good pick.
I would say it's top 5.
I'll say it's 5 or 4. If you said 5 or 4, you would have won.
I mean, I don't know, man. Like I said,
it's a good pick. I'm not mad at you for this.
I mean, I can't really name another movie besides Boyhood that could be anything like that at all. Where you just
Brother Bear.
I didn't see Brother Bear because I don't know. I knew better. I'm kidding.
Another Phil Collins banger.
Really? Okay. Well,
Brother Bear
was.
I was gonna put Brother Bear on my list, but I was like, I don't remember.
I know
that
I overthought it. I definitely overthought it, but like, I was like, this deserves it.
Treasure Planet. That's a good underrated movie. Goofy movie. Also another good. Like, I feel for the dad now. Like for Goofy, because I'm like, come on, like, you know, when you're young you don't get it, but now as you're older you're like, oh my god, dude, it's your dad, come on.
That hot tub scene, like, Jesus Christ, makes me cry and scared and sad. Like,
all of the above. Moana is another good choice. I actually didn't know a lot about all that information about how the behind the scenes stuff. I appreciate the movie. I'm not like, it's not in my top 5. It's a good film. Well, because now I have all these princess movies, you know, it's there. It's, you know, I appreciate it, and I like that there was a lot of work that was put into it. I'm so sorry, but Encanto. There is just
Wait, is it the winner?
Yes,
oh, okay.
Yeah, it is the winter. I'm sorry. That movie.
I couldn't read you there.
No. That movie just changed a lot of things for me. I think that movie and Everything Everywhere All at Once just changed the way I like kind of changed my relationship with my mom. And like that, I don't know. There was a lot of stuff going on when I watched that movie, and I every time I watch it, there's something new that I experience, a new feeling that I find, and it's one of the best movies I feel right now, that captured everything that we feel growing up in this type of household, especially in the Latin household as well, and it just breaks me and makes me happy. And
I'm so
the
happy
music,
with this pick.
oh yeah, the
Of course you are,
music,
Todd.
everything. Like, I don't know, it's the number one.
I gotta say, that's a fantastic pick for number one. It should be number one. The very fact that Moana's not on this list is a mistake.
I know. I
We
love
fucked
Moana.
up.
I feel like
I-
Moana should have been on
we
there.
should have had
I
it
love
somewhere
Moana.
on this list.
I love
And I
Moana
have-
so much.
We tried.
Yep.
And
We
Moana
went-
is a great film.
Yeah.
It is a
Yeah.
great film.
and it was
It's-
mentioned twice, which means that I mean it is a
Honorable
powerhouse.
mention for sure.
I
Honorable
love
Number
Moana.
6. That's what I'll say. Moana's number 6.
5.9.
It should have been top 3, but we fucked up. Anyway.
Yeah. Which we always do, but
Which we always do.
In Encanto just kind of beat it out.
It
Sorry.
showed how terrible Tangled is. I hate
I
that
will
movie.
die on this hill. Treasure Planet deserves to be on this list.
I like Tangled. It's not top 10, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Treasure Planet
Tangled
needs
as
to be on
well.
this list. Y'all fucked up.
Oh man. Alrighty, and that is our list. Oh my goodness. Number 5, Princess and the Frog. Number 4, Lilo and Stitch. Number 3, Big Hero 6. Number 2, Lion King. And number 1, Encanto. We don't talk
off.
about Bruno. And
We will talk about this
Can
list.
we talk about
Fuck that
Bruno?
list.
No,
Fuck
The
number one.
worst list.
No,
This is
no.
definitely not even the worst list you've
No.
ever come up with.
It's perfect,
No.
except for number 1.
7-foot
We don't
frame,
talk about
rats
this list,
along
oh,
his
no,
back
no.
when he calls your name. All fades to black.
Moana should have been
And-
3.
and
I
copyright.
liked Big Hero 6. It was a very good pick, but Moana should have been 3.
Moana should have been number 3.
Thank you guys so much for being here. Diana, give us all the plugs and tell us where they can find you.
On Instagram, Twitter, whatever, at Diana Toshiko. I have like 800 followers. Oh my God. So like be 801.
Do it. It's totally worth it because she's awesome. Diana, you're so awesome. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks, guys.
John, thank you so much for stepping in because Matt doesn't know how to fly. Where can they find more of you?
You can find me on Instagram and on Facebook at Johns_snapshot. That's JOHNS_snapshot. I do SoCal. I'm SoCal photographer, so anything from cosplays to headshots or anything like that. So check my stuff out.
He's amazing. Alrighty. Anna.
You can find me on social media at Anna Voltage or on my other shows, Pop Prism Power and Stuff and Junk Show.
All right. Lemar Harris.
Top of the morning to you, lads, lassies, and ladses. My name is LemartheConGuy. It's Lemar, the Con Guy. Instagram, Twitch, Twitter, all the same handle. I'm doing anything I fucking possibly can to become geek famous. I'm a fucking singer, a goddamn actor, a comedian, a TTRPG player, a goddamn podcaster. I'm in a band, for fuck's sake. I have 500 people following me on Instagram. I have 700 people following me on Twitter. I should be more famous. Yeah, make me famous. I'm no Diana, but help me.
And thank you so much for being here. We're so excited to be here for season 3. We have so much to offer. We're going to be doing weekly videos. We're going to be at a lot of conventions as well. Most Extreme Ranking Challenge. Please follow us on all the social media and TikTok and everything else. Please subscribe to this channel. It helps us out so much. So please subscribe because we have a lot coming. It's going to be really fun, just like these last 2 episodes. So have a wonderful day and keep on ranking.